So I'll walk through that. So welcome. Thank you for joining for Yoga for Office and Desk Workers. We're focused on the low back today and wrists and shoulders. So something that's really helpful for low back are lots of twisting and folding. So pay attention to what your body is asking for today and just listen to what feels right for you. Always modify the pose or opt out, and you always have child's pose or shavasana or whatever pose is most restful for you. Feel welcome to always take that. If you need to come and go in the space, you are welcome to do so. You are free to move in this space. So today we'll look at reclaiming space in stillness, making room to breathe and stretch. This midday reset offers gentle yoga stretches, as I mentioned, for the neck, shoulders, low back, and wrists. And it's ideal for those of us that are seated at desks. Together, we'll explore the discipline of pausing, breathing, and creating space in our workday with honesty and care. We'll reflect on how presence in your body supports presence in your business. So we'll open with a welcome. So I invite you, thank you for coming to practice with me. If we have not practiced together before, I'm Cassandra Walters. I am a certified yoga teacher with 200 hours of certification. I'm also a certified personal trainer, and I really believe in movement as medicine. So it's an honor to be here and offer this practice. This is your practice. So your mat, your space, do with it whatever you please. It's my honor to share that and lead you through that. But everything I offer is exactly that. It's an offering. So take what you need and leave the rest. So our journal prompt, we'll be looking at a journal prompt to open today's workshop, a short physical practice. We'll do a 30-minute physical practice today, just a little break from our desk, and then a small sound bath before we move into a journaling prompt again, and a sharing circle, which we may adapt for today's workshop. And we'll do a closing. So our theme today is visualize your dreams. Be open to the wisdom within. We are honoring the culture and teachings of yoga today. So my offering is a practice in the spirit of svadhyaya, which is self-study, one of the niyamas or observances in yoga's guidelines for living a healthy life. And really what that means is we can't be afraid to look. Grounded in the third eye chakra, the energy center for intuition, which is located in between our brow, and the center for intuition, insight, dreams, and vision. And the element that we work with in the third eye chakra is the element of light. Honoring the culture and teachings of the Anishinaabe peoples on whose land I live, work, and give back as a guest, and from where I lead this practice for you today, my offering embodies one of the 7 grandfather teachings, courage. Bear reminds us of our inner strength and to be courageous and strong. Honoring the culture and teachings of my Haudenosaunee lineage, as an Oneida woman of mixed ancestry, I offer you this message from the Thanksgiving address. The animals. We gather our minds together to send greetings and thanks to all the animal life in the world. They have many things to teach us as people. We see them near our homes and in the deep forests. We are glad they are still here, and we hope that it will always be so. Now our minds are one. I invite you to set an intention today. And an intention is simply the reason why you showed up for yourself on your mat today. So you may already have something in your heart or in your third eye, but I would invite you to consider a prompt, and I'll offer this for you to support you. How can I create space to listen to my inner wisdom? How can I create space to listen to my inner wisdom? We'll move into our physical practice in another moment. I'll allow you that space to think about your intention for today. And when you're ready, we'll come together in a standing pose, if that's in your practice today, for mountain pose. And we'll just plant our feet on the earth and root ourselves in the energy, just coming into this present moment, letting go of whatever it took to get here into this space. And just honoring the present moment with you, your body, your spirit, and your mind. Allowing your breath to lead the way, just connect with your breath. On your next inhale, lift your arms to the sky and bring the palms of your hands together for an upward salute. This is part of the moon salutes in yoga. And as we exhale, if it's in your practice, gently bend to the right. Just allowing your body to feel your breath move through. And staying in mountain pose is always an option. And honoring our other side as we exhale to the left. And inhale back to center. And let's do that one more time on each side. Bending gently. Allowing your breath to guide your pace. And exhale as you bend to the side. Beautiful. Inhaling back to center, and as we exhale, this time a forward fold, bending a lot at the knees and hinging very gently at the hips. We're going to fold forward and allowing our hands to come down to the mat, or if you're working with blocks, I'll keep mine handy. Blocks are a wonderful way to support your practice. You may have them lifted for a higher pose. Some days my she wants to do the pose, and other days it doesn't feel so good. So the blocks are a great option. You can put them on any level, and it's just a great way to support your practice. And since we're in our forward fold, we'll place our palms on our shins and inhale, and we press the crown of our head forward for a halfway lift. And exhale, let it go. Inhaling so gently and standing, returning to the mountain pose, just coming up one vertebrae at a time and returning to where we started. Just feel the benefits of honoring your body and coming into this space. On your next inhale, we will step our right foot to the short edge of the mat, and we will come into a wide-legged, maybe just slowly left, right, inching your foot into a wide-legged forward fold stance, arms coming out for a 5-pointed star. As we inhale, preparing to twist gently to the left, honoring your body wherever that feels good. Twisting and folding is really great to support the low back. So inhaling back to center, you can put your hands on your hips if that feels better today, and honoring our body as we twist to the right. Inhale back to center for that 5-pointed star, whether your arms are extended or on your hips, whatever feels right for you today. And one more time, let's twist to the left. Just paying attention to where you might feel any tension and sending your breath there. And exhale to the other side. We have two sides. We like to honor both sides. And coming back to center. And we're going to inch our feet slowly back in together and placing our left foot or the front foot on the short edge of the mat and bringing our back foot to the edge. We're going to place our hands down on the mat or on blocks if that's a better support for you, and coming down into a low lunge. So dropping the back knee, tucking our back toe if that feels good. You can also extend your foot and coming up into a low lunge. Your arms can reach for the sky, or you can keep them on your hips if that feels better for you today. The idea, we're going to stretch our hips a little bit and build a little bit of strength, which helps us when we're sitting at a desk a lot. Inhale, lift your arms to the sky. And for a half split, coming down as you exhale, extend your front foot to the heel, using your blocks for support if you have them, or if you can reach the mat. I usually use blocks. And half split, just allowing a bit of stretch through the back of the leg. And let's flow between our half split back to a low lunge. And once more, just to get a little bit of movement in our fascia and feeling that in our body. One more to a low lunge. And let's come down gently back to the mat. Draw our feet back together, toes together, knees wide for child's pose. Just connecting back down to the earth, taking a moment with our breath. Sometimes this is enough just to relax. On your next inhale, returning to the opposite side for low lunge. So let's keep our back left knee down. Step your right foot forward this time, or the opposite foot if you worked on the other side. Coming into a low lunge on the opposite side. And flowing between low lunge and our half splits. I'm feeling a little tense today from all my packing this week. So this is a lovely way to just stretch out the hips and the hamstrings and to get that movement in our body. Gentle movements can do a lot. And after your next one, coming back down into a child's pose, toes together, knees can be wide or together if you prefer the narrow child's pose, and back down to the earth. Taking 2 or 3 breaths here in whatever relaxation pose feels best for you. Coming to a seated pose for a seated butterfly, soles of our feet together. The blocks are great under the knees if you feel a little tension in this pose. I love using blocks for the knees, and just going to take a moment again to connect with our breath. And we'll do cat-cow with our butterfly. So hands can rest on ankles or shins or knees, whatever feels right for you. I tend to like my hands down here. And as you inhale, shine your heart forward and lift your eyes to the sky for cow pose. And as you exhale, round your back like a cat for the cat pose. Flowing between cow as we shine forward and cat as we round the back. And just feeling the flow. And as you come back to center, just lifting your crown to the stars, give yourself a little foot massage, just thanking yourself for showing up today. If that doesn't feel good for you, you may want to rub your palms of your hands, just connecting with your body and recognizing that you are body, mind, and spirit all together, and that you've honored your body, mind, and spirit today in showing up. You may want to remove the blocks for this next part. If it feels best, you can cross your legs, you can keep them in butterfly pose, whatever feels right. And let's take a moment to do some neck rolls. So just dropping the chin gently down to the chest and looking down and slowly rolling up from side to side, very gently listening to your body and breathing into wherever you might feel tension. As we come back to center, gently lift your head to the sky and reach your right arm out to the side, and let's gently tilt your left ear over your left shoulder. Sometimes I mix up my left and right. And just see where you might feel that tension and send your breath there. And back to center, and let's honor the other side, reaching our left arm if you worked with the other arm, and draw your right ear to your right shoulder. And just feeling that stretch. Sometimes these poses are great just to do from your desk, if you take a moment for yourself. So let's come with our wrists under shoulders. We're going to come to tabletop, knees under hips. If this feels good for you, you can always return to a comfortable pose. I'll block this out of the way. I'm checking my notes because sometimes we're busy and I don't want to forget the poses for you today. So we're in tabletop, which is great. We're just going to do the cat-cow that we did from the seated pose, but this time from table. So as you inhale, again supporting our wrists, and we tilt our heart and shine our eyes to the sky for cow, and round your back like a cat and arch as you exhale, supporting your spine. Inhale for cow and exhale for cat. Take 3 more at your own pace, letting your breath guide your movement. And after that third one, returning back to center with a flat back. And now you may feel like gently softening your gaze or closing your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. And just move however your body is asking you to. Perhaps it's waving from side to side like a cat with a tail. Just allowing our hips to stretch out a bit after sitting at that desk today. Whatever feels good for you. Your body is wise and carries the wisdom if we can pause to listen. And as we return back to tabletop, step your right foot forward as we did for low lunge, and you can stay in low lunge or tuck your back foot and come into high lunge this time, which is a great option for the pose. Beautiful. And drop your hands back down, framing your front foot. Step your back foot forward to meet the front for forward fold. And let's move into a ragdoll position. Just coming back and forth. folding and supporting the low back, bending your knees a lot, supporting that low back. And back to center, we will step the right foot back this time, coming into high lunge. Or if you prefer, you can return to low lunge, which is a great option, always to modify and listen to your body. And frame the front foot, stepping the back foot forward to meet the front for forward fold. Rolling one vertebrae at a time, back to mountain pose where we began. Standing, connecting with the earth's energy, and just feeling those benefits of your own energy flowing through your body. Deeply breathing, allowing your belly to expand up to the chest, and exhale, chest, ribs, belly. A great way to focus on your breath is the Ujjayi breath. Sounds like the waves of an ocean. As you inhale, it's as though you're exhaling from the back of your throat with your mouth closed. It can be very relaxing for the body. Lift your arms to the sky, step your right foot back to the short edge of the mat. We're coming into wide-legged forward fold once again. Hands can come to hips, or we can work with our blocks. And this is a free movement. So I will guide you and invite you to move in a wave formation, whether you are lunging, or if your back feels good and it feels good to you, feel free to move your arms as though you're swimming through the water and just feel that movement side to side. The blocks are a beautiful way to walk from left to center to right. Or you can stay in the center and just move your hips back and forth, allowing yourself to move the fascia and just feel the movement in your body. With your left hand either on a block or on the mat, whatever feels right for you, you can lift your right arm to the sky for a wide-legged forward fold twist. And exhale back to center with the right hand on the earth. And this time honoring the left. Inhale. And bring your left hand back. Let's take two more at your own pace on each side. So lifting the right arm to the sky. Exhale back to center. Left lifts to the stars and grounds to the earth. One more time on each side. Beautiful. As you come back to center, turn those back toes in, the front toes come forward. And you're going to come into, actually the back toes will stay in line with the short edge of the mat. And we're coming into an extended side angle. So the front knee is bent. We're going to bring that front forearm down onto the knee. And this foot is lined up with the back edge of the mat. And you can reach over for an extended side angle. Nice way to stretch out. And gently bringing our palms down to frame the front foot, drop the back knee, and come down to child's pose for a rest before we do the other side. Beautiful. Coming for the other side. I'll turn this way so that I don't have my back to you. And we'll take the right knee or the opposite knee this time and bend it as we come into a wide-legged stance and our extended side angle. on the opposite side. Reaching, listening and honoring your body, whatever feels right for you today. Strong in the legs, rooted in the earth. And framing that front foot, drop the back knee, and just coming into a hero's pose. So knees together, toes to touch, sitting back on your heels. Palms resting on your thighs. Soften your gaze or close your eyes if that feels good. And just be with your breath. On your next inhale, lift your arms to the sky. Allow your right palm to come down to your left thigh, so twisting across the body. The left arm can come behind, perhaps on a block if it's near you, or if you can reach the earth, which I cannot. That's an option. Oh, okay. Can they see us? Can they hear us?
I'll just put this is quiet copy.
Of course. Yeah, thank you. Welcome.
I have joined sometimes.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thanks for adjusting with the technology. Beautiful. And we kept that twist nice and long. So let's come back to the center and recenter. Again, these twists are so good for our low back, which can take a lot of pressure from seated pose. So let's lift arms to the sky. On your exhale, left palm comes down to right thigh and twist in the opposite direction. Again, whoops, my block is nowhere near me. But perhaps looking over your back shoulder if that feels good for you, or just allowing yourself to reach and feeling the stretch in your body wherever it feels good. Inhale, lift your arms to the sky and palms come back to your thighs for center, for hero pose. Okay. Now, yes. Let's come into a seated forward fold. So I'm just going to keep an eye on the time so I honor our time together. And extend your legs long on the mat. Seated, again, if it feels better, you can support your body with blocks or you can keep your knees bent a little bit. And we're going to do a seated forward fold, which is a great way, again, to support our low back. Inhale, lift arms to the sky. Exhale, folding at the hips, hinging gently, coming down wherever your hands may land. They may land on your feet, your knees, the earth, whatever feels good. And let your head be heavy. Oops, I think I'm blocking the mic. Let your head be heavy. And relax. Inhale, one vertebrae at a time, coming back to lift your crown to the sky. And let's do that one more time. Lift your arms to the sky and see if you can reach a little further this time. See if your body is feeling a little more flexible. And if not, that's okay. Let your head hang heavy. And rolling one vertebrae at a time back to center. Coming over to roll on your stomach if that feels good for your back and for your body today. So we're going to move into some floor stretches as we come to the nearing end of our practice. So I invite you to either rest your your forehead on the back of your hands, if that feels good for you. You can also use a block as a little pillow, if that's where your body is today, whatever feels good for you. And just take a moment to connect to the earth's energy and connect with your breath. And on your next inhale, draw your right knee to your right elbow, however far it wants to go, for a half frog pose. So just working on our hip flexor and allowing your hip to stretch out, pressing the hip toward the earth if that feels good. Extend your leg so your feet meet again at the back of your mat, centering. And on your next inhale, draw your left knee toward your left elbow for half frog on the other side. And feet come back together. And I invite you to roll over onto your back. With one more stretch, taking whatever your body needs now before we go into our final resting pose. So I'll offer knees to chest if that feels good for you, and invite you to give yourself a big hug for showing up today for you and your body. And listening to your body, if you want to rock back and forth, if you want to be still in that moment, if you want to tuck your chin to your chest and lift your head for a tight little ball, and then extend into your final resting pose. So I will offer Shavasana, which is just lying on your back, body fully extended, tucking your shoulder blades under so that you can relax, resting on your shoulder blades, palms facing up to receive, or if you want more grounding energy today, palms can face down to the earth. As you come back into this space, gently wiggle your toes and your fingertips, reconnecting with your body, coming back into this space today. Rolling over onto whatever side feels good for you, using your bicep as a pillow, coming into fetal pose, tucking your knees to your chest, and returning to a seated position so we can close our practice together. In the yoga tradition, we typically close with namaste, which means the light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. So I'll invite you to bring your palms together at your chest, at your heart chakra, and gaze down at the middle fingers. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your energy and your practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice and this time for you. We have a few moments left in our workshop, so we'll move into some prompts as you've worked through the physical body. And I'll invite you with 4 prompts to reflect on compassion for yourself and for your business, as this workshop is specifically created for Indigenous entrepreneurs. The first prompt: how do I feel physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally when I pause my day to move or breathe away from my workspace? I'll repeat that. How do I feel physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally when I pause my day to move or breathe away from my workspace? And we'll take 1 minute with each prompt. Where in my workday can I make space for a moment of grounding or breath? What shifts when I prioritize this? Where in my workday can I make space for a moment of grounding or breath? What shifts when I prioritize this? What boundaries can I set to protect my body and energy during work? How does this align with the teaching of courage to recognize and face life situations that may be fearful? What boundaries can I set to protect my body and energy during work? How does this align with the teaching of courage to recognize and face life situations that may be fearful? How might creating moments of stillness and breath within my workday positively influence the energy, clarity, and sustainability of my business? What does my business need from me to thrive, not just survive? How might creating moments of stillness and breath within my workday positively influence the energy, clarity, and sustainability of my business? What does my business need from me to thrive, not just survive? Today we looked at the yogic philosophy, the niyamas, the observances of self-study. Know yourself so well that you will grow into your wholeness and greatness. The Anishinaabe 7 grandfather teachings of courage. The death of fear is in doing what you fear to do. That's a quote from, and my pronunciation will not be great, Sekui Chi Coming Deer. So the death of fear is in doing what you fear to do. And honoring the Haudenosaunee Thanksgiving address and always leading with gratitude. Today, we are thankful for the animals. Lessons of the Creature's Calls from Earth Medicine, written by Jamie Sams, who is also Haudenosaunee. A quote: "The Creator blessed human beings with the gifts of being able to listen and to learn the languages of their creature relations. Our survival does depend on how we listen. Are you hearing what life is asking of you?" Thank you so much for coming in today and for sharing your energy. I hope that this has been a beautiful practice for you. And I look forward to practicing with you again next month. If you're available, I will be here. Namaste.